Hello, welcome back to Laura's Cozy Corner. It is Thursday, August the 7th, and it's later in the day. Today's the start of the 127 yard sales here in Lawrenceburg, so I've been having some time with yard selling and then finished up with some door dashing. Made enough that I needed to make today and decided to come out to the garden because I have not been out here. Everything is overgrown and so I got my scissors and just started right here. So I noticed my tomatoes were getting brown leaves on the bottom, so I snipped all the bottom of the leaves so far down, and I've noticed grass is growing in my path, sticking out. So I've been just like you're weed eating, just kind of cutting grass because the grass shouldn't be in the garden, but like I said, it went past nighttime where I cannot get mulch down or anything right now. I got too much on my plate. So I was just kind of trimming up so I could see my path at least. I kind of like the jungle feel, but now it's starting to be too much. Getting crazy. So I cut all this. You can tell where all the little grass clippings. When I walk down through here and boom. Can't even get over there to those tomatoes. And my dill that's over there might be overdone too as well. So I decided to put my video on for you guys to show you that, look, it happens to all of us. So I'm gonna get in here, find my dill, and not cut it down, and get my scissors because it's easier to weed cut around plants with scissors because you have more control than you do with the weed eater. I mean, I'm pretty good at the weed eater, but see how they're very scraggly. My little dill plant, very scraggly. Okay, it's because it's been hanging on to this grass that's right around it. And this poke that's around it. Don't cut that, Laura. All right. Sun's going down on me fast here. Alright, let's see. So in the house, I have gotten partway down my mudroom. I've went through each bag, trashed what needed trashed, put away where it needs to be put away if I kept it, and labeled it if it was going to be sold for in my case, so far, it's been a lot of clothes. So I'm putting it in the wash so they are clean clothes for selling or give away. And most of it's been sell. These are clothes that come from my mom's house when she passed away. She's had multiple people stay over there, you know, give them people places to live that needed it. Had a room upstairs. So when they had moved or whatever, they've just left it in that closet up there and moved out and come back and get their stuff. Well then, I think a couple people have done that. Because there's men's clothes, there's women's clothes, there's children's clothes. So I keep just, you know, going through it. See if anybody I know needs it. If they do, I take it to them. If they don't, put a tag on it and get it ready for the booth, because I'm still going to hang on to my booth, and if I don't sell everything through the 127 yard sales, guess what? It's ready to go in the booth. I don't have to do anything extra. Just goes in a tote, set aside till there's room. It's just a little out for me to get rid of some things that is just stuff sitting around. I've never gotten to it. Like I said, it's been about 4 years. My mother-in-law passed away, so I have her things to go through too. And 3 years, I think, my mom. So it is a slow process. If anybody is like me, you understand. It's a slow process when you have a busy life, trying to make the ends meet with your bills, everyday bills, you know, electric, water, trash bills, phone bill, Wi-Fi, gotta have Wi-Fi, for our TV, which keeps people sane. You know, it's our out. Have some movie to watch on a couple days or something. A little bit of out for some people. Alright, I think this is just kind of cluttery, but it's working. Well, now I have somewhat of a small path here. Since my other herbs didn't come up, I'm not worried about stepping there now. But I do plan on establishing herbs here eventually. Just didn't work out this year. Now, what's going on with my pink tomato over here? Wow. Humongous. Still not ready to pick. I mean, yeah, we could pick these if we want some fried green tomatoes. No, we haven't had the urge to have a fried green tomato yet, so there's that. This was supposed to be the corn patch. It never did become a corn patch. I'm gonna go this way. All right, green beans, what are you guys doing? We haven't had much water, much rainwater at all, have we? No, see, we don't even have a green bean yet. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to wait on those. I've got tomatoes, as you can see, but waiting on them to turn red. This one's just went everywhere. All over my little table over there. I think it's because of the rain barrel there. Ooh, my path's all chewed up, growed up. All right, cucumbers, have you gone crazy on me? I'm sure you have. Let's see if we can find any cucumbers. There's a bug in a flower. I keep forgetting when I come out here to bring my tripod where I can just set you guys down and I'll be able to use both hands and trim up some. See where this is laying on the grass? I think that's why I'm not getting any cucumbers. So I'm used to them crawling on the chain link fence. If you want to look at my previous videos, I have chain link fence part way of my privacy fence there, and that's where the cucumbers were growing and growing through and growing around. It was hard to get them out. It's good to have the chain link if you got excess on both sides. But I only have excess on one side. So, all right, now let me see if you need some training. You ain't going that way. Yes, you is. You going that way, and I don't want you to go that way. You need to go this way, please. There you go. Now, you gotta go this way. I know it doesn't look appetizing coming this way, does it? All this mess. Morning glories. Although they are beautiful, like I say in every single video, they are able to choke out your plants. Trees, we don't need you. No trees, no trees. And those are not trees, but crabgrass, crabgrass. Every single year I have good intentions to come out in the spring and be ready to take on my garden and all that good stuff. When summer hits, seems like I'm always on the road, if that's understandable to anybody. Feels like I'm always running to do something. In the summer, you know, people want to get together, or families are having barbecues, want to go to all the barbecues, want to catch up with people. You know, in the wintertime, you're just kind of at home, minding your own business, right? Well, anyhow, summertime, springtime, I'm like, no, I just want to stay home so I can get this all going. And I feel brokenhearted because I miss family members' cookouts, birthdays, whatever. And then I end up going to their shindigs. And, well, when I go to their shindigs, that was a Saturday. I was going to spend mulching or laying down cardboard and mulching or weeding or what have you. And then also sometimes DoorDash is slow. And when that happens, that means I gotta work double the harder to make my ends meet because DoorDash is not doing so well, doing so hot, you know. It depends on the economy. It really does. If you don't have money, you're not going to spend it. So when everybody don't have money, they can't spend it on food or DoorDash or what have you. You got to pinch every penny you've got, and you might make $1 on a delivery, or you might make $2 on a delivery from people barely able to tip. You know, things like that. Whew. Man, this place has grown up. So here's my thought. Whenever I can, I need to get out here with this weed eater and weed eat my paths back, at least. And then go from there. But I feel like I'm not gonna have anything really coming out of this garden, to be honest. I had rabbits in here. I fought with them because they was coming after my produce at the beginning. And now I am kind of fighting against, well, we don't have rain, so now looky here. We got tomatoes that are on the vine, but they are rotting on the vine. They're not turning red. There's another one that's rotted on the vine. See that? I'm not sure what the problem is, but probably because I haven't weeded. So I'm just gonna set these right down in here to re-rot back to the ground. That's like compost. I see a bunch of white, don't you? I see a bunch of white, probably some green, and we're just waiting on some red. Yeah, I have a whole lot that I got to get to here. And there's the big tomato on the other side. They're starting to turn green now. When they do green, that means they're fixing to turn yellow, and then they'll do the red. It has been super hot, and then it went chilled for a little bit, so it's kind of made everything seem like fall is here. Have you guys noticed that in your areas? I came out to hang up laundry yesterday, or it was either a day ago or 2 days ago, and we have leaves on the ground from the trees, like it's autumn already. So oh, looky here, see? Something big has been digging. I've had cats, kittens, that I feel like dug a hole there and went over there and come over this way. But I also think it was rabbits. Wow, look at that. That's my big sunflower. I'm planting 4 of them over here. And look, it's up to my waist. Yay, it's pretty. It's the only thing that's growing over here. And I am in my shoes today because I don't really want to step on a snake. I'm just kind of iffy on that right now. Where we've seen babies, and I've seen the 2 big ones. I do want them to keep critters out of the garden, so that's okay. I just don't want to step on a snake. I don't know why I'm taking the time to cut this stuff off, because it really does shed itself. When it dries up, they just fall right off. So now we have something big coming through, looks like, and going this way. Could be sleeping in the garden. I don't know. Wow. Looky here, guys. Another pink tomatoes. They get big and bulky and crazy. They really do. And this one's already laying over. Let's go on and probably put you in there like that. When they turn pink, I'm excited. All right. Onions. These apples look pretty sad. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Real sad apple, huh? All up in there. Sad apples. Onions, how y'all doing? We got some onions laying over, but they're not brown, so I don't think it's time to pull yet, you know. Cherry tomato. Huh. You're sticking out in my walkway there. Cherries. Clip that. I don't know what that is, but that's seeds. Okay, Roma tomato. Roma. This right here is a lamb's quarter. Look how tall that's gotten. Sure has gotten huge. This is remnants from our potatoes that we pulled the other day. Look at my watermelon vine. How you doing? You're wanting to go that way? Well, we can have you go that way, I guess. That way I have a walkway still. I was just thinking, once all this was pulled out, that we could have the watermelon go down through here. But I do need a weed eat all of this out. I'll probably pull this lamb quarter out and dry the leaves. And then I do have tomato, and I would like to have the cucumber come down this way. But it looks like it wants to go this way, so I'll still want to weed eat all this. Now tomorrow my plans are to gee whiz. This place has gone crazy. Sorry, I'm spacing out. I'm getting tired. Sun's going down. Tomorrow, I plan on doing the yard sale again. It's on a Friday. Maybe if I can get up early enough, I will get out earlier and get a yard sale going and hopefully get some kind of money. I've priced everything down cheap just to get it out of my house, you know. So anyhow, wish me luck on that. And then we'll probably have to DoorDash again that evening. And we got other bills coming. I also have my son's birthday coming. He'll be turning 11. Woohoo! So I'd like to have a little bit for him, you know. Who doesn't want to have a little bit for their child for their birthday? So that's all I got for you today. It's a short video. Sorry I didn't show you much, but this is part of my life. I think I will go ahead though and show you what I have gotten done, how far I've gotten down on my mudroom. If you remember the previous video, I have one pile of totes that are stuff that I'm going to keep, and they are in my kitchen. I don't want to disturb anybody, okay? So I have a pile in my kitchen that is stuff I'm going to keep, and the stuff for the yard sale is in another area that I've already got labeled. And I'm setting in the kitchen too, labeling, so I have a center in there. But I will show you if we can see, because it is dark in here. Get my flashlight out. About right here was where totes started. And look, woo! So I've already cleaned up all of this. Went through shoes, went through gloves and stuff. My husband's wheelchair. And I'm all the way down about halfway down. I'm past the window on this side. Now this is my cleaning stuff here. Alright, so now you guys can see. Got about halfway down. And I got halfway more to go. All back in there. And then I'll be working on this side and going through this shelving back here. My brother-in-law wants a few things that's back here. That's why I'm starting on this side. And I'll be going through all this down in here and over here. And then I'll be making my way back up this way. Because this is our stuff, so I know probably all this needs a place to go. So, back to the start here. So, this right here is where the totes were. And I've gotten all the way back there to that point. So, I think that took me a couple days to get that far. A lot of it might have been trash. A lot of it was clothes that I had to wash, tag, and put away. Here's my kitchen. This is my place where I'm labeling, setting, going through things. I had some totes stacked there for my yard sale, but I got them in another area now. And this is stuff that I'm going to keep, but I do still have a walkway over here to my pantry and my washer, my dryer, because I've been doing laundry, and the microwave. And then the roommates and stuff that we have here, they have paths to the bathroom. And then I have my kitchen area here that I need to do my dishes at. So I'm gonna get off here, do up my dishes, and probably wound down for the night. I need to go on to bed early so I can get up early. Early to bed, early to rise. Catch you next time.